I know I'm just a couple of minutes early. 2 minutes early. I'd rather be 2 minutes early than 2 minutes late. That's just the way I do it. Now we gotta go on here and see if we can find me on the big screen, so that I can read if anybody comes on to say hello. Oh Lord, no, we don't need to listen to me. God knows. Y'all meet the elves. I don't know. I haven't got names for the big ones, but the little one in the middle, her name is Willow. My grandbaby picked her out, or the name Willow out. Don't have names for the other two big ones. Um, Not just yet, anyway. Hey, Glenn, how you doing, honey? What you up to? You doing anything fascinating? I can't say that Mama and I do anything fascinating. She's sitting across the living room.
We don't have to do anything. We are fascinating.
Oh yeah, we are fascinating. That's just us. That's the way we roll. She has been a little under the weather of late, but I think she's on the mend.
Praise the Lord.
Oh, see, that's my alarm telling me it's time. It's time. So anyway, I need some suggestions on names. Glenn, you got any suggestions, honey? My husband always wants to name the boys Fred. Oh, you just relaxing? I do like to relax myself. There's nothing in the world wrong with relaxing. The simple truth of it is our bodies need a little bit of relaxation from time to time, and they need that ability to just regenerate yourself, because you can go, and you can wear yourself to a frazzle, and that's not good. Not good at all. Okay, see, I hate this part. Trying to find myself on this screen is annoying. I need to teach Mother how to do this part. But that's, Surf Jan, hello. You're new to me. Welcome. Have you been here before? I don't think so. No, that was last week. If you've been here before and I just stink bug, hey.
Hey, stink.
Well, I'm right here. Do you want to talk to me, stink bug, or you want to talk to my mama? We're having a little technical difficulty like we do every week. In the trying to find the live on the TV so that Mother can help me.
That's a joke.
Well, she tries to help me. Hello, Poland. Are you in Poland? Is that it? I've never been to Poland. I do like some of their food, though. We have a restaurant down the street that has Polish night. And they have these little, I don't know what they are, they're like little potato pierogies, that Mother says. I like those. Those are quite tasty. I'm still looking on the TV. There's no good way for me to be able to look at it, is there? Either way, I'm jumping and jiving. Oh, yes. Okay. Courtney, is it Courtney's here? Where's Carrie? You left the party animal at home, didn't you? Uh-huh. Did y'all get that floor done? How's that bathroom looking? Y'all want to see two girls whipping it in? Hello, Nicole. Two girls that whip it into shape. They can get a house looking nice. Or big dreams. And Nicole, I have not had a puppy update of late. I'm waiting for my puppy update. I do look forward to the puppies. Nicole has the sweetest little puppies.
This isn't working.
No, it is not working. I am looking for myself on the TV. Where is my husband when you need him? In there in the bed.
You want me to go get him?
Double tap the screen. Oh, yes, I would appreciate that. Nicole, you're always so good about that. Um, Nicole, has it snowed on you? I understand there's an awful lot of snow going on. Well, tell her to come on here and I'll make her one. Oh, you're with your grandmother. Okay, Stinkbug. Well, tell her thank you very much. Oh, you're going to give us an update tomorrow on the puppies. Good. I love that. Mama, Stinkbug said he loves you.
I love him too.
How old am I? Oh, well,
this afternoon.
I'm 62. Older than dirt, but not as old as the dirt that my mother is. Okay, I'm still trying to find myself on this daggum TV. This is just very annoying. Because Mother likes to read along and see what's going on in people's lives too. Nicole, I loved your Christmas display. I don't mind telling people my age. In fact, I'm right proud of it, to be quite honest.
Me
because,
too.
You know, I've outlived a lot of people. And a lot of people that didn't want to be dead, quite honestly. Joy, hey, honey. Yeah, big dreams. I'm 25. That was a long time ago. So, is it still snowing there, Courtney? Big dreams?
Those are all past. Can't we get current?
I did tell you my age. Carrie, there you are. Okay, sweetheart. Now, this takes me a second. Is that what you wanted? There we go. Oh, okay. Well, did it work, Courtney? Did I fix it? See, oh, Courtney, I'm gonna try this. All right, I don't know where I put them.
Your little thing.
No, my Ray-Ban. Oh, I see them. They're over there. If you want to get them for me, you can.
What are we getting?
My sunglasses. They're right there next to that gingerbread cup. Oh, good.
This?
Good. I think Joy is everybody's girl. Thank you very much, Stinkbug. Okay, Courtney. Now, remember them glasses I was telling you about? Okay, honey, these are them. That come in this little rechargeable, you do have to plug it in. But this is them, all right? Now, right now they're in the house mode, okay? But they go into the, sunglass mode. And they're hooked up now, and so right here is a little button. And you push that little button, and see? I just took our picture. You can also do video, and it'll hook to your phone so you can talk on your phone and not have to hold it. It'll also play your music, into your ears where nobody else hears it. So these are them if you wanted to touch them. I took some pictures of the space shuttle. Well, not space shuttle, but one of them rockets they fired off. They fired it off tonight on the way home from getting my baby back ribs. And they are pretty cool, I do have to say. And but anyway, I took pictures of the different stages of the rocket because we were in the convertible, and so I could just watch it go up, and it was just fabulous. But I don't know how to get them downloaded to the computer. I sometimes they'll just show up. See, I'm an idiot, Stinkbug, when it comes to technology. I'm still looking for myself on the TV, so that Mama can read the comments as well. Glenn, you and Nicole know each other? Okay, do you really know each other, or you know each other on the YouTube? Now, see, there's two different kinds. Well, actually, there's three different kinds of knowing each other. I'm beginning to feel like Courtney and Carrie are my children because I see them every day. go to your history. Well, see, this is the thing. Every device is different. Like, and that's part of my problem. The phone, the tablet, which is this, and then the phone, and then the computer, which is a desktop, and then I have a laptop, and then the TV. They're all different. It's very confusing for old people. Very confusing. I try. And you should have seen Mama trying to get the remote figured out. That was an event. Her just even, hot diggity dang, we done
There
found
you
me.
are.
Woo, here I am. All right, now I can sit back and relax. Yes, every one of them are different, and you can get. I know we were talking about it earlier. Courtney, Big Dreams, and Carrie. We were talking about how you can look on the computer and see how many watch hours and how many, everything. And I can get more information on the big computer than I can from any other device, which is kind of strange. But
That's nice.
yes, she is watching the TV now. Yes.
Okay,
I
great.
can tell you that my mother is Nana. That's what the children and my grandbaby calls her. Honey, I don't know. All I know is I don't know. I have no idea, Courtney. I'm literally, I did not set it up. My son set it up for me. There it is.
Oh, they're so
So
sweet.
I don't know. Y'all are just gonna have to come down here and visit me and figure it out for me. um.
Oh, that's backwards.
Oh, you're in Canada? Okay, Nicole's in Canada. Y'all.
Colder winds up there.
Okay, you people who are fighting with the snow right now, I have got a surprise for you. You're gonna be absolute shocked, stunned, and amazed. I have a snowball. I have more than one. Okay, you ready? I got a whole box of them. This is called Florida snow. A whole box of snowballs. There are 24 of them. They are called indoor snowballs. And yes, this is how we have snowballs in Florida. See? That's so we can have a snowball fight. A snowball fight. My grandbaby wanted one. Oh, well, they just fell on the floor. Hope the dog don't see them.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh! Oh, you made a real snowman though, didn't you? Mm-hmm. YouTube's, is that the one you have to pay for, Courtney? See, when we go to Ohio and it's snowing, we will. Oh, they would be cute on the Christmas tree. I do agree. Oh, it's free? Good. Well, see, I'll do free. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of stuff I got to pay money for because, that's just kind of defeats the
Too
whole
much free
purpose.
stuff.
Okay, Courtney. See, here is the cranberry jam. But see, me and Mama was working on it, and so we started off with this way, okay. But that was kind of a pain. So now we've slimlined it to this, and I'm just going to add the red ribbon onto, or it's actually yarn, but add that onto here. See. So that's tomorrow's project because y'all take precedence over that. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to practice it, I guess, cause I just don't know. Hey, Lori, how are you doing, honey? Oh yes, I paint my nails frequently. It
It's a
keeps
hobby.
yeah, it's my hobby. I've been doing it for years. It's just it keeps my hands busy because my mind goes, Oh, that
good.
sounds really good, stink bug. I have had the what are those things called? Cranberries. They were 50 cents a pack, and so I thought, oh, I can do something with those. So that's what I did. Cause I do like a bargain, you know. Who doesn't like a bargain? Really, honestly. Even if you are filthy rich, which I am not, but if you are filthy rich, I would think, and if any of you all are, kudos to you. But uh, wouldn't you still like to have a bargain? We have experimented with lots of different jams, jellies, chutneys. Oh, and tomorrow I'm going to again make the bacon jam. Um, Ohio Valley Prepping. If he shows up, I got to tell him that that's what we're going to do tomorrow. Okay, Carrie, you want to see me? I cut them off because they was getting a little long, so I cut them off. And this is just a real neutral color with some sparkles. That's all. It's nothing fabulous, nothing, but it's generic. And if you kind of rub the color off doing something a little bit, you can't really tell with this color. With the red, you can tell that you know. Stink bug, you only slightly rich. Well, see that I am rich in certain areas. I am rich in love and family and Christmas and, you know, things like that. But as far as monetarily, I personally am not rich. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, and I want to bring up this is actually my mama's. She has an entire collection of Christmas jewelry. And I think we should bring back brooches and beautiful jewelry. It doesn't have to be expensive. Costume jewelry is fine. Rose hip jelly is very, very, very good for you. Uh, the medical benefits, fabulous. Oh yes, honey, it's true. Lori, I'm glad you brought that up because I had forgotten about that, and that was a topic I wanted to talk about tonight. Was the fact that you know this day and age, people put a lot of pressure on themselves for perfection during the holidays or for anything really, and you don't have to be perfect. In fact, I don't know anybody who was ever perfect except for Jesus. And there again, I'm doing that one on faith because I didn't know the man. But holiday baking, don't make it stressful. Buy them pre-made things. You can buy pre-made cookies. They're not that much. In fact, they're probably cheaper than making them yourself. To be quite honest. Um, they make bags of Chex Mix at the store. You can buy it already made, and you open a can of peanuts, add an extra can of peanuts, whatever. You know, you don't have to stress yourself out. It's just like our Publix grocery store did a fabulous Thanksgiving dinner. All you had to do was heat it up. Well, you know what? If you've got 101 things on your plate about what you've got to do, people you've got to take care of, the nurturing you have to do, or even just you're tired. I think the whole meal for the store was like $120. I probably spent $120 on all the ingredients to cook the meal. So all you have to do is heat it up and serve it, put it on a pretty plate, or even if you don't want to mess with that, they got beautiful Christmas platters. Whatever, you know. You want to make things festive, pleasant, but you do not have to make yourself war slap to a frazzle. Also, you don't have to spend a ton of money. If you can't afford it, don't do it. It's pretty simple. Um, oh, Nicole, I'm looking for names. Okay. Nicole, this is Willow in the middle. She belongs to M. But the two, Mama and the Daddy, I don't know if they're mom and daddy, or maybe aunt and uncle, or maybe a cousin. But the
Boyfriend,
boy and the
girlfriend.
girl do not have names. And so I'm looking for names. I love the fact that she has pigtails. I think that is it's so cute. Um, Roll call. Hey, how you doing? Um, KK. Hello, hello. So I want to, and as far as wrapping presents, you know what? You can get a little overwhelmed with that too. I have found something that works beautifully. See this paper bag? Now this is, the grandbaby did this, okay? But she wrapped a present. And she had a fine time cutting these things. And then she twisted these things on a pencil. But you could use yarn, you could use anything to tie them up with. And I mean, it's just wonderful. And then we just wrote the names on them. We didn't even buy tags. We just wrote the names on them. And they stack up nicely. They are biodegradable, which is, of course, they're very inexpensive. You get, I want to say you get 50 of them for $1 something at the Dollar Tree. I say dollar something because it changes every time you turn around. At the pipe cleaners, I got those there too. And that one pipe cleaner will do 2 bags. And then the thing is, people are impressed when you give them this beautifully wrapped something. But they're going to tear that wrapping off. So don't put all your effort into all that. Huckleberry and Ellie Mae. Oh, that's cute, Kathy. See, you're so clever. I hope you're feeling better, honey. And tell Scooter I said hey. Scooter is my cousin by marriage. And he is like my husband, and goes, people actually watch you do this? I'm like, yeah, I know, shocked, stunning, and amazed. What else? There was something else I was going to talk to y'all about. The cooking, that's one. The wrapping of the presents, and then the decorating. Okay, you gotta always remember. Okay, see, Glenn, my mama, that she does the same thing, and I'm like, just rip into it and whatever. Well, hello, Scott. Escaping the suburbs. How you doing? And tell the missus we said hello too. Did it rain on y'all today? We got a little sprinkle, but not much. But it did get a little warm in the house. I had to turn the air conditioner on. I was hoping not to have to, but it got a little warm. I was cooking, and we've got an air conditioner that blows directly into the kitchen. Yeah, we got central air too, but we've got one that my husband did. It's one of those split something or others, like they have in hotels. And he put it in there because I get so hot when I cook. So he put it in there so I can turn it on when I'm cooking. He likes for me to be comfortable. Isn't that sweet of him? Yeah, we got to have the AC. Hey, Scott, I got to show you something. Don't leave. I found us some snowballs, Scott. Scott lives in Florida too. Aren't they the cutest things? My grandbaby wanted snowballs, so we got some snowballs. It's the only kind we're gonna have. I found my glasses. I had lost them. You know where they were? They were in the box with the Christmas cards. I'm losing my mind, people.
Nicole,
I bet you do. Y'all been getting a lot of snow. I do believe. In fact, we were looking at the place in Ohio, and it's getting snow. And my daughter in Wisconsin was getting snow. And I'm sure they're not still on here, but I know that Courtney and Carrie were getting, they had some nasty weather in Missouri. Oh, did Joy do a cranberry salt? I got to go back and watch it. Sometimes it doesn't tell me when people do stuff. Do y'all have that problem? It's like I'll get like the same 4 people for a month, and then it'll flip, and I'll get a different 4 people. And I don't know how that happens. I don't know what happens with that. So, any of y'all who got the Elf on the Shelf, the commercial Elf on the Shelf, Willow in the middle there, she should be out now, displayed, doing their thing, you know. Oh, well, thank you very much, Scott. That was a beautiful sunrise. I was mad at myself for not getting up and taking my happy behind over to the beach, but I just couldn't do it. I was like, I'd have to put on clothes. Well, I saw your grandchildren playing in the snow, which I have to say, the one that looked at the camera, he had the biggest grin on his face. He was so happy to be playing in that snow. But thank you. I love my glasses. I have them in red too, but I can't find the red ones either. I don't know. My husband steals my glasses. Now, he says he doesn't, and I'm sure he don't take them to work because he would not be seen dead in these at work. But he puts them down in the house. Now, when I tell you that we have a lot of stuff in our house, that is not at all an exaggeration. And so if you put something and you say, oh, it's on the table, it's red. Really? Oh, okay, y'all have one too?
Oh.
Yes, Kathy, Emma named hers Willow, and it's a girl, and we had to buy her a dress because the little skirt she had on, Emma said, was pitiful. So we had to buy her a more foo-foo-y, iridescent dress. So let me ask you this. When your children are adults and they leave home, do you give them their elf? Do you give them their Christmas ornaments? Their yearbooks? Their passports? Do you give them all of these important things, or do you hold on to them?
They'll lose them.
The reason I ask this is because, now my son is still home, but my daughter, she's gone. And she has lost her passport before, and her ID, she doesn't drive, so she has an ID. And so, well, see, Glenn, now you laugh, but I actually have been to the hockey rink a number of times. I go down to Sunrise to watch the Panthers play with my sister. We do have, okay, so we've got these snowmaking machines that you can rent for a party. Now, it is not cheap, and it's a mess. I'm just saying, it's a mess. And then if you go to like Disney World, and it's beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. It's a fairyland. It's lovely. It ain't cheap, but it's lovely. And you're walking down Main Street and you're enjoying the festivities, and they've got hot chocolate and you're sweating. And they've got all this, it's beautiful, just beautiful. Until you get one of them snowflakes into your mouth. It's soap. My son, when he was little, and I don't know that he'd ever seen snow at that point.
Mm-mm.
And we were there, and he tasted it. He said, Mama, it tastes like soap. It's like, well, baby, it's not real snow. Well, see, I did. I gave her her passport and all of her stuff, and she promptly lost it. So I have not given her. She's 30. Uh, the things like her bedroom. She's still got a bunch of stuff in her bedroom, but when they get an actual home that they are buying or own, I think I would be more apt to relinquish some of their treasures from their childhood. Uh, oh, you had 6 children? Whew, mercy. See, I would have loved a larger family, but that was not going to happen. So I have two, one, two, and they each have that side of the house. And so when I just like all these little ornaments and stuff that they made when they were little. I cannot see sending those to my daughter and her having to schlep them around every time she moves, because she rents. And
Those are your memories.
so
not
to
theirs.
me, I want to. They're welcome to them when I die, because I will die. But for now, they're gonna stay here, and when they get a home, a real home of their own, I will relinquish the things.
Maybe.
But hello, tail F6F.
F6F.
See, that's a good idea. And like the baby book. Okay, I'm not gonna give them their baby book until they have a actual place to keep it and can keep up with it, because I know when I was young and I had to move a lot because I rented, I got really tired of schlepping everything around. And I got rid of stuff. Hey Lucy, I got rid of stuff, and now I wish I still had it. Because when we were, when we, when my parents got a divorce, we were seniors in high school, and so my sister and I got all of our stuff because they went their merry ways, and then we got all of our stuff. Well, my sister joined the Air Force, so she couldn't take her stuff, so I held on to it for a while, but there again, how long are you gonna hold on to stuff? And some stuff doesn't matter, but other stuff it is important. It is important. Um, but that's just the way that is. Uh, our Christmas parade is coming up. It's gonna be Saturday, and the baby's in it, so of course we have to go. We have something unique in our area where they have boat Christmas parades. Does anybody else have those? They're quite unique. They're fun. Uh, my husband, he said, no, we're not doing that, and that's fine because that's a lot of work. Put all those lights on that boat and everything. That's a lot of work. We're doing good to get the front yard done. He's supposed to put more lights out there in the front yard for the baby because that's what she said. But I think he's going to try to talk her into that. That's enough because he's lazy. He's not really lazy. But, so what are y'all going to be doing this coming week? The rest of the week? It's Tuesday. Yeah, my daughter lives in a little tiny apartment, and she's been gone. She's 30, and she left when she was 18, and she lived in Chicago, and she lived like with 4 or 5 people in this little teeny tiny little apartment, and then they've gotten a little bit bigger, then they'll go back to So I'm gonna hold on to this stuff. Your town doesn't have anything, Joey? Well, they do this thing called Light Up Sebastian. And, I do like, no, that's fine. I'll tell you what, Carrie, I like the snow. It does not bother me. I don't particularly like driving in it when it's really nasty. But I have the luxury of, if that happens, to just stay put. I don't have to, like if we're in Ohio, I don't have to go out and about. And my husband, he has this, he has a problem. I'll tell you the truth. He thinks he's got to go somewhere every day. I do not have that problem. I can stay home for weeks at a time. But I do think the snow and even the ice, on the trees and stuff like that is beautiful. But I will say, when it gets gray and ugly, I need sunshine. My everything needs sunshine. See, there are people that leave their lights on their house all year long, and hey, it's their house. Let them do what they want. Yeah, Carrie, I just, to me personally, um, if we ever got to the point where we were going to live part of the year here, part of the year there, back and forth type thing, they're called snowbirds. If we were going to do that, my husband would not want to be there in the winter. He might would take me up there, or we would go up there once just to see the snow, and like in February or something. But he would not want to live there if we can swing it. Oh, see, I would worry about my critters if I lived up there and had critters. Carol, my day has been fabulous. It's been very busy. Um, it's been busy, but it's like little tiny busy. It's not like been exhaustingly busy. We've got the freeze dryer going right now, and it's been going all day, and it went all day yesterday, and then we had a power surge or whatever, so it clicked it off. Well, that just throws it all wackadoodly. So my husband had to come in and reprogram and all this kind of mess on it, because I don't do that part. And so now it's running again. And there's candy canes in there, and those Sour Patch Kids, but they're shaped like Christmas things. And oh, they're those little jelly, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's just full of candy. The whole thing is just full of candy. Uh, because the grandbaby said she wanted to give some candies to her friends. So that's why we're doing all that candy. Um, I don't really like it myself. If I'm gonna eat candy, I just as soon eat candy. The only thing that I really thought was good was Milk Duds. They were good. So, uh, but yeah. Well, our chickens have never had cold, obviously. Um, and they really don't get heat stressed, because we have those misters that when it's really hot, we'll do the misters for them, and we have a fan. And it's so funny when you turn that, when it's really really hot and you turn that fan on, and they get in there and they go like this, and they're cooling themselves, it cracks me up. Chickens are so funny. Oh, I just noticed. Okay, so we're going to talk about this. All right, so costume jewelry. We need to bring it back. It just adds a little something, a little bedazzles. We need more bedazzle in life. And I'm not talking about tacky rhinestones that are like everywhere, all over you, We're not doing, no, that. Classy. Classy. Don't you think? I think that sometimes, you look at a particular, I saw this thing about men and clothing, and how well, like my father dressed in the 50s, 60s. I mean, he dressed pretty sharp,
He wore a suit to work all the time.
but even in casual wear, it was not, men didn't walk around tacky. Men can walk around tacky now. Well, so can women, to be honest. But we need to get a little more
I
something.
don't like it when people have their all together shining.
No, Mother does not like for people to have their parts out. Well, I can't say I do either, and that's one of the things that drives my husband crazy is when I do something on here in my nightgown. It drives him nuts. I'm like, but I'm not getting all dressed up to do this. Tonight we went to eat dinner, because we were supposed to go last night and he didn't want to. So he said he'd cook on the grill. I was like, okay. So I pouted a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot.
You
What?
nagged.
I did not nag. I was not ugly.
You nagged.
But I did not nag. But so today he took me. And he took me in my car. So I was a happy camper. See, I love nice jewelry and casual dress clothes. No, you don't. Now, Mama always looks nice when she goes to church. Now, she does not do the dress thing anymore. Well, once in a while, but usually she wears slacks of some sort. Don't the feet of the little chickens get cold? Do their feet freeze? That'd be, okay, this is totally off topic. But at the grocery store here, you can buy chicken feet. I personally have never done it. But I do know you can. And they have them, and if you boil them, apparently their little toenails come off in the water. That's just nasty. I'm sorry, that's just nasty. I don't want to eat no toenails. Don't care what critter it comes on. Really? They stop the blood flow to their feet. Well, that's interesting.
Yuck. Big drink. Blech.
Okay, Courtney, there's something wrong with you. Carrie, get away from her. There's something terribly wrong with the woman. Good Lord. You actually do that?
I don't
Okay,
eat nothing raw.
Well, raw. What would I eat raw? I don't think I eat anything raw.
Close as you come with butter.
I'd eat a raw peanut.
I like that. Big drinks. Oh.
Okay, see, I was like gonna say, but I don't know why people. Apparently I don't know because I'm not, but in Hispanic culture, they have dishes that take chicken feet. No, thank you. No, Carrie, you can't. You really can't. I read a thing about the fact that in the wintertime you're supposed to give your chickens corn because it makes them generate more heat. So, but we don't give our chickens that because they don't need no heat. Believe me, they don't need no heat. I got a funny story about Puerto Rican. My husband is not Puerto Rican. Okay, he is actually a Danish Scottish descent. And his grandmother was in a nursing home. She had dementia. And we went to visit, and we're all talking to her and everything. And he don't talk a lot, never has talked a lot. He goes over and says hello to her and everything. And she says, "Who's this Puerto Rican?" Well, we laughed big because when he does go out in the sun, and he used to build swimming pools, he would get very, very tan, and his hair would get really blonde. And yeah, so she thought he was a Puerto Rican. So that's kind of our funny. We'll say, "Oh yeah, come on, Puerto Rican, we gotta go." Okay, see, I don't think I could get clothing or shoes on Max I don't think it would work. I think he'd actually really like it. You know how when it starts to cool off, the dogs just run and they do the zoomies and everything? I think he would just do that. I don't think it would bother him. Well, I have to say, uh, it's not too far from that. But he has yet to build me an in-ground swimming pool there, Big Dreams. But we're working on it. Hey, Squirrel Honey, how you feeling? How you doing? Y'all say a little prayer for Squirrel. Just it's his business, but just lift him up. Um, we all need a good pool guy, don't we, Nicole? Hello, Rock Paper. You're new. Welcome, welcome. See, I'm telling you, Grandpa needs to get on it. He needs to get jiggy with it. He does tend to. I mean, okay, so we've had like 3 or 4 different above ground pools, and he installs them all and does all the work. And I do have to say, if anybody's going to be putting in a pool, do the salt thing because it's fabulous, and it's a whole lot less money.
And it stays a lot cleaner.
It does stay a lot cleaner. It's fabulously wonderful. Squirrel, good. I'm glad. Lori, thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. Roll call, thank you too. Oh, I bet they do walk really funny when it's like if you put tape on a cat. Not that I've ever done it, I have not, but I have seen people do it. And they walk like this.
Well, it's a little late to go on Saturday.
Well, maybe that's when he can go. Maybe he has to work. You just don't know.
To go tomorrow.
Mama said, Squirrel, you need to go to the urgent care tomorrow. And she's old. She knows things.
I went early.
And may I say that the only reason that she went was because I made her go. But she got the medicine. She's doing better. Everything's good. But about the swimming pool. Okay, so we also have one of them blow up hot tubs. But he's going to have to move it because it's in a location where the leaves are causing me angst. So he's going to have to move that. See? Squirrel, you're getting hammered, honey. I'm sorry. But people are only doing it because they care. And because you are a sweet man. If you were one of them hateful, horrible people, all these people would not be wanting you to go. So you need to do what's best for yourself. Back to my pool guy. So he got us one of them things, saunas. And it's out there with all the other stuff in the backyard. And when he was sick last week, he kept going in there and trying to sweat out being sick. It was hysterical. I don't like doctors myself, and I very, very rarely ever go, but I will if I have to, because the simple truth of it is there's some things that my holistic medical books just, and you do everything in the world you can do, and it just doesn't work. So for me, well, thank you so very much. For me, you have to know your personal limitations, and you have to go ahead and put your trust in somebody who maybe has a little more knowledge. But you pay attention, and you do, you listen and you evaluate and you do what you think is best. If it's to follow the doctor, do whatever it is. That's our right as humans. Well, I'm not real sure, Lucy, where Squirrel lives. yeah. Oh yeah. Broken bones. You definitely need to
Ooh.
and real bad infections, large growths, um, visual things, heart. There are a lot of things that you really need to go get checked out.
Shippensburg.
Okay, that's a little far for me, squirrel. Being that I'm in Florida. But I have been to Philadelphia. Um, I'm sure you've got fabulous doctors up there. So I am sure that they can help you in some way. If nothing else, maybe they can just give you something for the discomfort. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, I am so excited for Christmas. I'm up for a road trip. Um Not during December though. I think that we have done all of the shopping that we're going to do except for the food for Christmas, which we talked about at dinner tonight. Um, I was going to say, Squirrel, we are not going to a disco. If I come all the way up there, I'm not going to a disco. I'm going to the doctor's office with you. Hey, Alan, how you doing? Um, See, yeah, at least they can just give you something for discomfort, if nothing else, because we do want people to be comfortable, no matter what issues they're facing. I personally am doing very, very well. As I said, talking about Christmas, I think I've already got the Christmas cards sent out, and I've already done most of the wrapping of the gifts. I've made quite a bit of junk food. Got more cookies to make, and fudge. Gotta have chocolate fudge. It's very important. I was trying to think what else. You know, we do a pretty laid back thing, which I encourage everybody to do laid back and relaxing. Take pictures. People, people, people. Thanksgiving. Do you know how many pictures there are of me for Thanksgiving? Zero. Zip. Nil. Now, there's pictures of everybody else. Not a one of me. I did not exist for Thanksgiving. So I encourage you to take pictures of every person that's there. And you definitely want to take pictures of the oldest people there. And you want to take pictures of the young people. Because they're going to look back and, hey Daniel, honey, how you doing? They're going to look back and that's what makes children a trigger. They need a trigger to a memory. And sometimes so do old people, to be quite honest. So you can do that the best with a photograph or a video. And then the other thing is music or a book. They also trigger these memories for people. And I read something the other day which struck me, because my granddaughter's 7. And before the age of 4, children really don't remember anything. Not long term, it's not going to go into adulthood with them. Very few memories follow through. But they believe pretty much in Santa Claus and the illusion that we create for them for Christmas. When they're 6, 7, maybe 8, 9. But generally, by the time they're 10 years old, the illusion is been shattered. So my grandbaby's 7, and we're gonna go full force for that illusion. We are gonna go full force in her illusion of Santa Claus. We're going to go full force in her knowing the Christmas story, the real Christmas story. Baby Jesus, what this is really all about. And she knows 'twas the night before Christmas, but she gets it read to her every year by my mother. And this has happened every year since my babies were little. So I think it is so important that we keep the illusions, the grandeur of the holiday for the little children, and now also for the old people. Because I can tell you that my mother gets more joy out of watching the events of Christmas now than she did, say, when she was 40, 50. Because we've got a little one in the house. And that makes it really fun. When everybody's grown up, it's not that it's not fun. But when there's children around, it's different. It's just different. And if you are a house full of adults, or you have an event, yeah, see, Glenn, exactly. I was on choir tour with our church when Elvis died. I remember that distinctly. I don't remember how old I was. Probably 14-ish, something like that. It is magical, Laura. You are right. But the magic has to be produced. The like the driving them around to look at Christmas lights. Somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to say, okay, let's load up. Let's all go get in the car and go look at Christmas lights. And somebody has to know where all these Christmas lights are. Somebody's got to do a little research. And putting the radio on the Christmas music. These things are important. You know how YouTube has the stations with the music and the little pretty wintry scene and the Christmas tree. My grandbaby loves it. She does. She just loves it. Now she don't want the jiggy music. She wants the calm music. It's kind of like the background music. So everybody needs to hello, how you doing, Kim? Embrace it. And even if you are not a Christian and believe in the birth of Jesus, you can still celebrate Christmas. If you are Jewish, you celebrate Hanukkah the best you can. I don't know that much about it, but light your menorahs, exchange your presents. Do it and do it up and enjoy it. I am excellent, Kim. I'm having a fabulous, fabulous day. I didn't have to cook dinner. Got to go out for my ribs because I wanted baby back ribs. And saw a space launch when we were coming back. So I've got to try to see if I've got those pictures because I'm going to send them to everybody. Y'all, I post pictures on my channel, on the post part. So if you're ever going, okay, what is she up to? Not that you would do that really, but you can go on there and you can see all kinds of different things. Yes, Kim, I believe it. And, I know a lot of people don't like it. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, how lovely. Is it snowing or is it still snowy? Yes, like the little jazz instrumental thing, the piano thing. I like the acoustic guitar one. I like that one a lot. Just, in the background, just where you can just, quite honestly, turn off all the lights and sit and look at your Christmas tree and just soak it in. I love that. I just love it. Oh, it snowed last night. Okay. Ohio Valley, how you doing? Ohio, Lord, I done lost them again. Okay. I had found Reba something. Let me get it. I done showed everybody this once. But I got to show you because you need to get these for Reba. They're snowballs. They're Florida snowballs. That's all we can get here. But, yeah, Reba would love it. Max can't have them because he'll tear them up. Oh, how nice. That's very nice that you have someone who is musically inclined.
Compliment on the tree.
Kim, thank you so much. I love, like I said, we're still trying to pick out the bestest names for the adults there. Little Willow, she's in the middle. Well, Reba had real ones. These are not real ones. You know, it's 80 degrees. We ain't got no real snowballs. Thank you. I love my Christmas tree. This is one of many, which if you do like Christmas decor, you can go on my little channel and look at the posts, and I've got all kinds of pictures on there of the different trees and stuff. But you know, we were talking about Ohio since you just got here. We were talking about Christmas and the fact that people need to make happy memories, photograph these memories. Oh, I bet she was, because I saw her rolling around in that snow, having a whole time. I bet Nicole's dogs like the snow. She's got those Great Pyrenees. No, is that it? Is that what they are? I'm thinking that's what they are. Oh, really? Well, Max, I don't know how Max would take the snow. We'll have to take him to Ohio sometime and let him try it out. He's not a good walk on the leash kind of dog. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Fancy. I find all these little sayings and things that I like, and then pictures of stuff that goes on in our lives, that stuff I don't know how to. Quite honestly, I just don't know how to do, like editing and all that stuff, so I just do it the easy way. Do you think she'd wear a snowsuit? See, now Carrie and Courtney got a little dog, and it don't like to wear his clothes or her clothes. She don't like to wear her clothes. Well, that would be Nicole and Joy that would be in charge of that, because I don't know how to do any of that. Oh, I feel naked sometimes if I don't wear my glasses. Do y'all ever do that? And then when you see
blind.
Blind, true, but when you see somebody and it's the first time you've ever seen them without their glasses, it's weird. It's just weird, It's like, it's even more shocking than when they get a haircut, for them to not have their glasses on. I know, the first time my daughter ever saw my friend Amy without her glasses, she said, Amy just don't look right. And it's true. We get accustomed to the visual. Okay, y'all working that all out. That's good. Thank you. Nicole, Joy, thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I appreciate more than you can imagine. Um, I gave my husband a haircut. What was it? Sunday
Day
night?
before yesterday.
That would have been Sunday. I think it would have been Sunday.
I think it was Sunday. I need one too.
Now y'all need to get your hair appointments all on the same day. I'm their hairstylist. I know I don't really know what I'm doing. I just do it. I need more beverage. I like something a little fuzzy. Not fuzzy. That would be disgusting. Fizzy. Oh, hey, Carrie, you're back. Or maybe you never left. I don't know. Oh, see, y'all are so good at this. I only get my hair cut once a year. Because I'm cheap. However, I've been watching these people where they cut their hair according to the on the YouTube, and they take this section and they'll cut, and then they'll take this section and they cut, and they take another section and they cut, and it turns out, and it's just beautiful. I'm thinking if I did that, I'd probably look like a wackadoodle. But I might try it. My sister said she'd help me. Now, I don't know if she's saying it out of kindness or if she's saying it because she's going to whack all my hair off, make me bald-headed. But I got a key to her house. She better not do anything sneaky. Oh, they have gotten ridiculously expensive roll call. I don't even remember. I think it was almost $50 last time I got my hair cut, and all they did was cut my hair. Yeah, see, now, like I say, I cut Mama's and I cut my husband's, and I would cut my son's and my granddaughter's, but they have a hissy fit and they go pay for theirs to get done.
We call it $30 would be cheap.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like when you go and they tell you that a hamburger. Do y'all know to get a Happy Meal over by Disney World is $12? A Happy Meal, $12. Now they're like, how much is a Happy Meal here, Mother?
About 6.
About 6, yeah. But I don't eat at McDonald's, but we have something called Five Guys. Y'all got a Five Guys? I might as well go get a steak somewhere as much as it costs to eat at the Five Guys for a hamburger and a hot dog. A hot dog was $7. I ain't paying no $7 for no hot dog. That's ridiculous. Exactly. That's not a Happy Meal. And the thing of it is, okay, so they've got the world's largest McDonald's over there by the Disney World. So, of course, we had to go because, got the grandbaby. And her grandpa ain't going to tell her no. So we went, and I was like, it is neat. And they got more than just McDonald's food in there. But still, I was like, no, I don't need anything. Thank you very much. Yeah, Five Guys does have some good French fries, and the food is good. I have to say it is good. It's just expensive.
Five Guys French fries are wonderful.
Do you know they use tallow? That's one of the things for Five Guys. So that does make a huge difference when you're gonna have French fries. Y'all are doing so good with all this. Nicole, Joy, y'all are just jiggy with it. Y'all are excellent. Well, I have to agree with you, Ohio Valley Prepping. I do not eat fast food. Even the smell of fast food, it just makes me cringe. And right now, because it's, the Thanksgiving Christmas era, I do not adhere to my strict carnivore diet. It is the time when I lose my mind. Uh, but as soon as, you know, December 26th, I will go back strict. Because it does make me feel better. Yeah, I may not lose any weight, but it makes me feel better. Um, yeah, I agree. I wish I had an Amish grocery store. I can get some things um, online, but for the most part, unfortunately, I have to shop at either Publix or Walmart. And we have a few, very, very, very few farmers market type places. Um, and now we are considering buying a cow uh, already butchered. Not that I wouldn't like to have a cow, but I don't want to see my food looking at me. Um, so we're trying. We are trying. It's ridiculous. I agree with you 100% on the trying to find a more healthy alternative to our food sources. Y'all are just doing so well with this. Well, if Carrie comes back on here, but I don't know hers right off the top of my head. So, if y'all don't know Ohio Valley Prepping, uh, he really can help you a lot with being able to have yourself prepared for any situation that might come up. And now, I'm not talking about just zombie apocalypse or, the end of the world stuff. I'm talking about, a snowstorm, a hurricane, the things that we do face every day. And then also stuff that might happen. He's very good about that. And so you need to visit him because he's got a lot of good information. Oh, you found her. Oh, good. Excellent. Excellent. You do a lovely job. And even with your dead prepper one, you do a lovely job. You really do. And your voice is nice too. We're all trying, let's face it. We're all a community. And we're all trying to get our watch hours and we're all trying to get our subscribers. Uh and it's not easy. Daniel, you you have more than one channel. What's your main channel? Well, we all hate to listen to ourselves. Good Lord, I sound like the village idiot when I look back and read. And then I look at my facial expressions and I'm like, oh my stars, God help us all. But yeah, I don't like to hear myself talk. A positive community, one that will help along the way, just like all of the people saying that they would have send prayers and good energy to Squirrel just a little while ago. Uh, that's heartwarming. That's what we need in our lives. We don't need all this negative Nelly stuff. And you can't watch. Well, if you watch the news, okay, you watch the news and you watch 10 minutes. Well, you've got it. You've got everything that they're going to tell you. And I, honest to goodness, don't really want to know how they feel about something or their perception of something. I just want the facts. What happened to Walter Cronkite? I just want the facts. So we do have to pull back sometimes. Well, Courtney has her own style, I'll have to say. But now, don't we all? Don't we all? We all have our own little paths we trudge down. You know what? This is the thing. Hey, Courtney. Yes, you are a rock star. That is for sure. Especially with that spinning stuff. You make me dizzy, child. Uh, I can see, Carrie, where Courtney would be a steadfast friend for who the people she loves and cares for. I can see that just in watching her. She would defend you to the end. That's the perception I get from her. Um, okay, I do not know what you're talking about. That's okay. I don't need to know. Um, I think too, what I was saying about the supporting of the community. Um, we're all pretty small channels, quite honestly. Um, oh, Nicole, I do too. I do too. I'm gonna show up at their door one day. Uh, Baby, we could go together. We could knock on their door and go, guess who? Cheryl, hello, honey. I do not know you. You're new, aren't you? Are you new to us? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, but like I said, we all need to support each other and help with the watch hours. Those are kind of hard for some of us to get. And it's hard, I know, because I tell you, to be quite honest, I do watch a lot of different people, but I will also put stuff on and just let it run while I'm doing other stuff. I'm not just sitting there for, you know, the whole 20 hours watching, because you can't do that. You just can't. I don't have any stress about my channel. I I really don't. Now I don't. Quite honestly, the factors that stress me in life have nothing to do with YouTube. They mostly have to do with my children and my grandchild. That would be where my big stressors are. And even those, I have no, uh, what's my word? There's nothing I can do about most of it, 99.9% of it. So I just have to lift it up to God. Because if I didn't, I would worry myself to sleep.
Leave it to him.
Yeah, I have to just leave it. Now, I know that kind of sounds a little bit like I'm an ostrich and that I'm just putting my head in the sand, and that's not it at all. Uh,
What he
because
chose to do.
and I do it throughout the course of a day. I don't just do it, that one time. I do it all day long. When I think about them or see their picture or something like that. You just, they're in your hands, God. See, Ohio, that's me. I just do my thing. Now, there's people that come on and tell me, oh, you need to do this or you need to do that or, oh, that's not right or whatever. And I'm like, okay, you do you. I'm going to do me. Because I don't know how to do all that other stuff. Okay, Courtney, it's a little early to go to bed, honey. But if you must, you must. Get some rest. I'll see you tomorrow, I'm sure. Because you got to finish that house. Yeah, Joy, that's it. That's it exactly. Nicole, you got to do what's best for you. I totally and completely agree. I think that when outside stresses begin to crush you, you got to get rid of them. Just get rid of them. If it's people in your life, you know, I have had friends who have been friends for years. But for whatever reason, it's not that I'm writing them off.
From India, hello.
But I just, Dean, hello, how are you doing? India, I've never been to India. But I do like those outfits. And that,
the fabrics are gorgeous.
yeah, their fabric is fabulous. But yeah, Courtney, you have a sweet night and sweet dreams, and be nice to Carrie, and be nice to the dog. Sometimes, you know, I hear you. I hear what you say. I listen. But yeah, don't allow outside stressors to get you down. And oh yeah, you are always just peaches and cream there, Courtney. Peaches and cream. Yeah, what did y'all end up having for lunch today? I thought you had tacos yesterday. When I was, oh gosh, I want to say maybe 20 years ago. Where am I from? I am actually from Florida in the United States. You didn't eat no dinner? Ooh, I'd be so grumpy. Leftovers?
Your favorite cookie question up there.
My favorite cookie? Okay. I will tell you, my favorite all-time cookie is a shortbread cookie. Now,
you bake for Christmas.
Yeah, that's it. It's a shortbread cookie. Now, if you make a good shortbread cookie, you can just eat that by itself. That's just fabulous. But if it's just a okay shortbread cookie, if you dip it in chocolate, it makes it into a fabulous cookie. I make a lot of cookies. I made cookies the other day, and my husband has eaten all but 2 of them. He's a pig. Yes, the slice and bake cookies are just divine. You know, if you can find a good one. Now, I am going to make some peanut butter cookies. And the peanut butter cookies, and you put the kiss on top of them after you take them out. I'm going to make some of those. I make them every year because they were my friend Amy's favorite cookie. So, in homage to her, I make them because I just do. Oh, Dean, I decorate for Christmas in November. I get started early in November for Christmas because I have a lot of Christmas going on. It's my favorite. Yeah, I have. They're called boiled cookies. I think are the ones you're talking about. The ones that have oatmeal in them and they're chocolate. Is that the ones you're talking about, Daniel? Okay, Cheryl, I'm not familiar with what's a magic bar. Oh, my mama loves oatmeal raisin cookies. They're mama's favorite, Joy. She loves them. And you know what? They're good with those craisins in them, too. Glenn, you like the oatmeal raisin? Now, there is a recipe for, they call it a cowboy cookie. And it's basically all the cookies smooshed up together. And you make it, and they're good. But you add a lot of extra nuts and stuff into it. You're diabetic? Well, I'm not diabetic, but I really should not be eating a bunch of cookies. Okay, my sister makes a lot of the no sugar desserts and specialty things because.
Carol.
Why, Carol, look who you. How are you and Granny doing? Carol is my friend Carol that lives in town, and her mama. She's over with her mama right now. Please tell her I said hey. I have not heard of a 7-layer bar cookie, but it sounds good. I've only recently decided that I will eat coconut. I used to not want to eat coconut. It was a texture thing. I love the smell of coconut, but it was a texture thing. But I'm okay with it
Hey,
now.
Ellen.
Uh, well, hello. Does she think, okay, this is just nuts? Oh, okay, Carol. Here's Willow. You know, Willow. Opposite. There she is. But these two needed names. So we're thinking up names for them. Frickin' frack will not work. Oh, how Lord help us. No, honey. Don't even bring up that football game. Okay, so I could care less, quite honestly. But, it's a big deal to him. I mean, it's a big deal to
I
him.
help him cheer.
Mother helps him cheer. And the baby wore her little Michigan shirt, and he had on his Michigan shirt. I do not own a Michigan shirt, thank you very much. I do, however, own quite a few other footballs. And so I had my nails, and they were painted red, okay? And he said, now he never pays attention to my fingernails. He says, you gonna watch a game with them red fingernails? Yes, I am. Don't you have any blue? I was like, yeah, I do, but I'm not painting my fingernails to match your team. But it was not a pleasant game for us to watch. He's normally not very vocal. Okay, he's just not a vocal person. But that game, the one game when they play Ohio State, is the only time he will actually stand up during the football game. The rest of the time, he just sits there. Yeah, he'll holler and cuss, but only when they play Ohio State. All year long, he watches every one of them, even basketball and all these other sports. But it's only when they play Ohio State. So he was very, very distraught. But, he said, well, we'll get them next year. So I guess y'all better watch out because we're going to get them next year. But I think he forgets they'll be playing in Ohio next year. I asked him if he wanted to go to the game. But, them tickets are ridiculously expensive. Well, I don't know. I don't know if they would think that was bad to call them Joseph and Mary. There was somebody I went to school with, and her name was Mary, like Merry. And she was born on Christmas Day. Now, I thought that was kind of cute. And then I babysat this little girl at church, and her name was Noelle. And she was born on Christmas Day. Those I thought were kind of cute. Daniel, you doing something Saturday? What you doing? Oh, you're going to go. Oh, well, see, now Friday night, our local Vero Beach Fighting Indians are playing in the third or fourth round of the playoffs for the state championship. It's a 7A, which is pretty good size high school. And they're undefeated. They're the only team in the brackets that's undefeated. So I'm very excited about that. We watch it on TV. We used to go to the games, but we got where we kind of like being able to go pee whenever we want to or get a snack.
Oh, Big Ten championship.
Oh, well, see, now okay. Ohio, we will have to watch it. He is high on the Big Ten. Now, he gets upset with me. Thank you so much, Joy. He gets upset with me when I tell him that prior to meeting him, I never knew the Big Ten existed. Now, the truth is I really did, but I didn't care. Still don't particularly care, but whatever. I just like to tease him. Oh, okay. Well, see, I don't even pay attention to that. Now, I did watch a smidgen of the Florida State game because I prefer Florida State over Florida. I watched the Ole Miss game, And quite honestly, I'm not real thrilled with that Ole Miss coach who's gone now to LSU. I'm not sure I kind of.
Hey, KK.
KK, hello, welcome back. And Calados, is that how we say it? Hello, sweetie. Um, I like a good football game. I don't care so much. Well, I don't like not LSU, UCLA. I don't like UCLA at all. Mm-mm. But a good football game, with properly matched people. It's like back in the day, I could sit and watch Bo Jackson play ball all day long. Herschel Walker all day long. Charlie Ward, wonderful, wonderful. There were some players that I really enjoyed watching their college games. Lori, you have a good night, sweetheart, and thank you so much. You keep trying to inspire people, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, Brianna, that's a pretty name.
I'm lost.
See the K up there?
Oh, okay. Anna. I've always liked the name Anna. I've liked the name Anna, and I like the name Elizabeth. But my daughter got the name Kathleen. It's nice to meet you. Okay, and let me explain to you. I can't read the little bitty writing, so I have to look over here to read the big writing on the TV screen. I'm not crazy. Pearlman, I wondered where you were.
Who's that?
Pearlman's up there freezing his you-know-what off. Anna Elizabeth. Well, hello, honey. See, you combined but two of my favorite names. You're new too. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pearlman, I hope you're not having to work outside in all this mess. Well, hello. Meet Joy and Nicole. They're Johnny on the spot with the channel. They're wonderful people. Thank you so much. I love Christmas. It's my season. It's always been my season. Always. I can remember even when I was little. It's always been my season. I even like things like, and I know people just kind of roll their eyes, but the popcorn tins that have the Christmas decoration on them. I like those. I mean, oh, what I had for dinner, I got to go out and I had baby back ribs. And normally I would have a sweet potato, but I had French fries. And I had coleslaw, but I didn't really look. The coleslaw was not particularly up to snuff tonight. Oh Lord, you've been hunting in this mess? I hope you had your cold winter gear on. By the way, Pearlman, I have not heard from Radar's Bush Camp all week. I don't know. Sometimes when the weather gets nasty, he just kind of gets in a funk. Oh, yeah, well, see, I'd be sitting here with a squirt gun shooting your cat with my squirt gun until it decided it did not want to mess with Granny's tree. Yeah, Cheryl, those are the ones that got 3 different kinds of popcorn. Personally, I like the caramel or the cheese, if they put enough of the cheese stuff on it, but that's not a very healthy thing.
KK asked a question.
Do I have any pets? Well, yes. We got 13 chickens. But I have a dog named Max. He's a black Labrador retriever. If you go onto my channel, there's quite a bit about Max. He's quite the couch potato. And we have a cat, Freya. She's a tuxedo cat. And the dog and the cat do not get along. So the dog's on one side of the house and the cat's on the other side of the house. And there's a gate, baby gate. And you have to put a blanket over it so that they do not see each other. Yes. But yes, I love my pets. See, I like the cheese popcorn if it's got enough of the cheese stuff on it. The caramel popcorn is delightful. You know, it's kind of like that kettle corn that you can get at the fair. I love that kettle corn. And I do know how to make it. And every once in a while, I'll make it for my grandbaby. Okay, I don't think I could do 13 cats. Now, if they were outside, maybe. But I wouldn't want to change a litter box for that many. Uh, and quite honestly, my dog, are they all in the house? Because that's a lot of work. That's a lot of hair. Because I vacuum up another dog every time I vacuum. Well, Carol, your mama is the one who's truly priceless. You know that. Good night, sweetie. Oh, you have a catio. Okay, that works. Yeah. See, I wouldn't mind having an outside kitty cat, but we can't have them where I live. Carol's mom is probably one of the sweetest, kindest, most generous women that you would ever meet on planet Earth. She has a soul that is just compassionate and thoughtful beyond belief. If we could all be a little bit more like Carol's mom, the world would be a much better place. Oh Lord, Joy, that's too many. That's Did you feed them all? Now, Carol, you know I'm right because you know the same thing about your mama. Now, she may drive you crazy, but you know she's a sweetie. Okay, we used to have a bearded dragon, but it died.
Praise the Lord.
Mama did not like the bearded dragon. I can't say that I liked it, to be quite honest. I did not wish it any ill will, but and it had my son named it some kind of wackadoodly. It was some Viking name that I couldn't pronounce. Okay, you got a bunch of animals? Yep. Aren't chickens just the funniest things, though? I think they're so funny. It's like, they just don't care. They just don't care. Oh, you have a turtle? I wouldn't mind a turtle, but I want one that's going to get huge. You know, the ones like, I don't know what they're called, but that you keep for 100 years. So it's a commitment, you know. Nicole, you do not have too many dogs. You got them sweet little puppies. Oh, see, now I have to say, my the dog and the cat do not wake me up. They've learned. Now they'll wake my husband up, but they do not wake me up. Well, they don't wake him up because the cat's not allowed in our room because the dog's in there. Yeah, I hope you got a deal for getting all them taken care of. It can be very expensive. A tortoise. Is that what I want? Well, that's what I want. Because now, in truth, if we really want to get technical with it, I want a sea turtle. But you can't own a sea turtle.
If we had big snakes, we wouldn't be here.
Okay, do we have the big snakes? All right, this is the deal with the big snakes. The pythons, what's the other one?
Well, they get some big ass rattlesnakes.
No. The ones in the Everglades.
Oh.
Anyway, they mated and made this hybrid kind of snake. Okay, and you can kill them. You know, you're allowed to kill them. I live next door to one of the great white hunters of Florida, and he's also the animal control officer. And so, no, I do not have a problem with the large snakes. And if I did, he would be the first phone call that I make, because he would have to get his happy you know what over here and take care of
I hate
that.
snakes.
I don't do snakes. No. We do have some of the black snakes that live in the garden area and so forth, but you don't mess with those, because quite honestly, they don't want to come near you. The minute they see you or hear you or sense that you're there, they take off the other direction. And they
Just
do
like us.
help with rodents and other snakes, because they don't like the venomous. They kill those. Oh yeah, it's real good that we don't have them, because we'd be getting me a pair of python boots. You know what I'm saying? No, Granny don't do snake. Nope. I don't really do reptiles. No, can't say of any reptile that I don't like. We get those lizards. Now, I don't know if y'all have ever seen them, because if right now we're being invaded by these ones that they're big, and they get bigger than that. Water moccasins are horrible. Horrible.
They're aggressive.
They'll come after you. They will literally not run, but you know they'll chase you. And they're faster than you are in the water. There's nothing you can do about that. Nicole, one time I was in the pool and a black snake fell into the pool from the tree. Honey, you never seen a fat old woman move so fast in your life. It was not a fun event.
Aww.
Well, thank you so very much. I appreciate that, bass angler fishing. That's very thoughtful of you. I appreciate that. And I will go back and see you again. I try to, if you come and see me, I'm going to try to come and see you. That's just the simple truth of it. Of course, I can't remember everybody every time, but I do try, because it is a community and we've got to support each other. That's just the way that works. Oh yeah, are you in the north? You're North Florida, aren't you? With the water moccasins. What you, oh my goodness, and about, Nicole? KK, bye-bye. Thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Have a nice dinner.
On the hunt, June.
On the hunt? Welcome.
He's in the panhandle.
I thought you were in the panhandle. That was horrible. The snake in the pool was absolutely horrible. And you have to check your pool noodles and all your pool accessories every time you go out there to make sure that they haven't gotten in there. It's disgusting.
Aw.
Thank you so much.
How sweet.
Well, you enjoy your dinner and you come back. I come on here every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. So you're welcome anytime, honey. Anytime at all. your channel before? I don't know if I have or not. I can't remember. I'm old. Nicole's so good about that. So is Joy. Y'all notice my cup? Walmart. You got 2 of them. Oh, Lord. Oh, you must have been when you was in Las Vegas. I'm thinking they ain't got those in Ohio. Thank you very much. I enjoy my decorations. We're trying to find names for these 2 grown-up elves. The little one's named Willow. You don't do spiders, Joy? Yeah, sometime, Ohio, I'll have to tell you about my trip to Vegas, don't you know? It was interesting. Yeah. I'm not a gambler, let's just say. I am not a gambler. I don't like losing my money. And when I finally won my money back, I stopped and everybody else was like, aren't you going to keep going? Nope, not doing it. So, is there anything special that anybody has asked Santa Claus for this year? Now, not the big stuff, you know. I'm talking about the little stuff. Little things that, like, I love a good brand new pair of slippers with a hard bottom so you can walk outside. I love a good new pair of slippers. Well, your brother was cruel, but you know what? We're y'all children. Children have an ability to be cruel to each other, especially when they're siblings. Socks, you like new socks? See, I don't wear socks very often, but new ones are nice. Emma's mama, my grandbaby, her mama loves new socks. Oh yeah, see, which casino did you work at? Just curious. Or are you not allowed to tell us? That's okay too. Okay, a MacBook? I can understand that. I don't have to. My husband is high on technology. And if you tell him you want something like that, chances are you're going to get it for Christmas or birthday or something like that. He's real high on that kind of stuff. But I don't ever know how to work any of it.
This last guy, Rabbit.
Oh, yeah, Rabbit. Hey, how you doing, honey? Yeah, Mother, you do know who he is. He's the one that won the raffle last time.
Oh, yes. Lucky him.
She forgets. Which, by the way, I do need to say this because I'm almost to 800 subscribers. And at 1,000, we're going to pick another random name and they're going to get something. To celebrate.
Wow. Casino manager.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's fancy. You was fancy.
Uh-huh.
And that's a fancy one. I guess you just decided you didn't like living out there. It's a different world out there, especially from where you live now. Mercy. I can imagine that it's almost like a culture shock to be in Las Vegas and then go to small town Ohio. Even the traffic in Las Vegas is just horrible. Oh, I'm sure that you did meet celebrities and criminals. And some celebrities that are criminals. Yeah. What's Vegas match, Perlman? I don't sleep a lot, but it's only 9:48 in the evening here. And I probably won't go to bed till about midnight or so. And then I get up about 5 a.m. Yeah, Joy, I would have no problem whatsoever living out in the middle of nowhere. No problem whatsoever. I do sleep a bit. I don't sleep a lot, and I get up every 2 hours. Hate that part. What do y'all watch on TV? I don't really watch anything. Well, that's not true. I like to watch the same things over and over again. So we're watching All Creatures Great and Small. I love that show. Uh, and Christmas movies, people, what are y'all's favorite Christmas movies? Every year I try to watch certain ones that I absolutely love. Nicole, I could do it in a heartbeat. Do it in a heartbeat, live out in the middle of nowhere. Joy, I find that, I do that a lot myself. The YouTube and the community have become my entertainment versus the television. Because sometimes the trashy stuff. No. Oh, A Christmas Story. Yes, that's a good one. I also, see, I like some of the really old ones. Like, oh, Joy, Frosty the Snowman is superb. Oh, the B-52s. Yes. I used to live in Dover Air Force Base, so I'm well aware of the sounds of aircraft. Oh, you like A Christmas Story too, Nicole? I think I love the old ones, Scrooge and It's a Wonderful Life and uh Miracle on 34th. My favorite actress of all time is Maureen O'Hare. So I love to see her. Uh, Let me think. And of course, the cartoon ones, like Frosty and Rudolph and those. Um, but yes, Pensacola is the home of the Blue Angels. Uh, and they come here every other year, the Blue Angels do, to the air show. And Carol's husband is big in the air show stuff. Oh yeah, Nicole, I love the old Christmas classic ones. And quite honestly, It's a Wonderful Life does give you pause to think about your life and the people that you've touched and who have touched you and the difference that they make in your world. And what if those people weren't there? Or what if you had never been born? Well, that's just the way my brain works. Okay, the A-10s are neat. I like all of our military aircraft. I live on kind of the flight pattern for the larger aircraft that come into our little bitty airport here. They can get a little bit annoying, but you can't hear them when you're in the house. But you can see them in the pool. We always wave to them like they really can see us. Okay, Grumpy Cat's World's Greatest Kid. I still haven't seen that. Nicole, have you ever been to the air shows? Like I said, I lived at Dover Air Force Base, so they had huge air show. Huge. And you could actually go and look into all the different aircrafts and C-130s, the big stuff. And it is really neat. Now, is this a Canadian air show, Nicole, or is it an American air show? Because they are different. Bethany, hey, how you doing? Well, this evening, I think some of y'all already know this, but this evening we were coming home, and we were coming south going north, and we don't live that far from the Kennedy Space Center, and they had just fired off one of their spaceships of some sort, and so you get to watch it ascend up. And so I was taking pictures with my glasses, uh, because these are them glasses that can take pictures and video and all that mess. So I'm gonna see if they come out. They're supposed to just automatically transfer to my tablet and stuff like that. If the pictures do all do what they're supposed to do, I'm gonna post them on my channel on the post part. Oh, okay. So you get to see a lot of the American planes. Cool.
Is Teresa new?
Teresa has been here before, but I do believe, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna say hey anyway. Show and tell. How you doing? Are you feeling any better, Vanessa? I've been worried about you. Mama had the crud, my husband had the crud, my sister, my brother-in-law. I'm like, you people just need to keep your little germy selves away from me. I thought you had, honey. Welcome back. Did y'all? Okay, some of y'all are way too young to. Welcome back, Carter. John Travolta. Oh, I'm so glad, V, that you're feeling better. It's terrible to be ill during the holidays. I don't have very many blue people. Oh, is it? Dad's home too. See, we watch like I said, we watch All Creatures Great and Small, and there's some British like detective-y type shows that Mama likes to watch, and my husband will watch. He watches stuff I don't like that show Ridiculous. No, thank you. Um, and he watches sports, a lot of sports.
Ace, Florida.
Okay. Oh, okay. Ace, Florida 1. Okay. Ace, Florida 1. Where are you located? I'm located in Sebastian, Florida. Have you been here before? See, Nicole, has he been here or she been here? North Carolina.
USA.
Okay. North Carolina's very pretty. A little chilly for me right now, though. See, I can't stand that show, Nicole. I just can't stand it. He'll have it on, and I'll just leave the room. He'll be like, "Don't you want to watch TV with me?" I'm like, "No." He also watches this other show called Ghost, and he thinks I like it. I do not like it. I can tolerate it, but I do not like it. Brooksville. Okay, I know where Brooksville is. It's it's uh it's not a huge place. Tampa, on the other hand, too much traffic. Now, there is one part of Tampa that I really like, Ybor City. They got good restaurants. They got Mama's favorite restaurant there, the Colombian. It's a Cuban restaurant, and and they have that's in the area where they have the pirate festivals. Now, see, Ohio, you don't have to tell me that. Good Lord. I guess she's all celebratory too. We, we went to the zoo in Columbus. Oh, okay. Now, see, this was it last year? I don't think it was last year. It was the year before that. Dwayne's cousin played for Ohio State because his whole family's in Ohio, and that's where they go to school. It's a big hoo ha ha. He's like the only Michigan fan. I think he did it just to be different. But at any rate, we would be watching the game, the only game that I will watch Ohio and Michigan. Okay, because I'm not going to sit there all day long and watch all them teams. Anyway, I'm like, you're not even going to cheer for your own cousin? There's something wrong with that. That's like, your loyalty is wrong. Oh, okay, well, we will try to catch your video then, because we are a community and we all need to support each other. Okay. Well, see, I'm not going to say I don't like sports. I do like sports. But I don't like the obsessiveness that my husband gets into with it. Robert, hello. You're new, are you not? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Merry Christmas.
Scotland.
Okay. My daughter wants to move to Scotland so bad. She's 30 years old. She's been there before. But if she was going to pick her dream place to live, that's where she lives. She lives in Wisconsin right now. I have never been to Scotland. I personally would love to go to Scotland. I think a kilt is absolutely amazing. I love them. Now, I'm trying to think. Give me a second. This would be my father's mother's father was from Scotland. That's right. So it would be my great-grandfather. Yes. Well, Perlman, I've never been to Wisconsin. And, she has to walk to work in that snow, in that nasty weather. Can you imagine? Okay, that's where you'd be to live, is in Ireland. Now, my brother-in-law, his people are all from Ireland. They are very, very, very Irish. And they would definitely go visit Ireland. I don't think they would move there. You lost your glasses? Roll call. Oh Lord, you better find them. See, these are readers. These aren't like my prescription glasses. But I lay these down all the time. My readers, and can't find them, and my husband will take them and puts them somewhere I don't know where they're at. But my real glasses, which I don't wear very often, I know where they're at. And then I've got my sunglasses. But yeah, that's bad if you lose your glasses. A drunken Scotchman. In fact, we go now. We've only been twice because my husband is okay. This is what he did. He and my son said we could go to the Scottish Highland Games in Orlando. I was thrilled, beyond belief thrilled. We were going to go to something and do something I wanted to do. So we get there. We're there 2 hours. Okay. And they up and decide, okay, it's time to leave. I'm like, well, I'm not really ready to leave, but if they're both ready to leave, we'll leave. So we leave to go to the Mesa car show, an auction for 8 hours. For 8 hours, I walked around and looked at cars. Now, they were cute cars, they were neat cars, they were old cars. And I watched these people spend millions of dollars on cars for 8 hours when we were supposed to be going to the Scottish Highland Games. No, I do not let him. I do not let him forget that. Now, we did stay in a nice hotel. I will say that. But, yeah. So, what else is going on, people? What are y'all gonna have for Christmas dinner? I think that we're gonna have steak and lobster. I love steak and lobster. Yes, Perlman. We do have some neat attractions in Florida. I'll give you that. We got some really neat attractions. But the honest to God truth is I've gotten too old and too, I don't know what you'd call it, antisocial maybe? I don't even want to go near all that mess. Oh, okay, that sounds like a nice thing to do, Ohio. Are we actually going to see you? Or are you just going to walk us through it video-wise? I mean, either way is perfectly fine. I just wondered. Now, are these woods near your home, or do you have to travel to them? And who's going to be taking care of Reba? Is your wife going to have Reba? Yeah, see, that's me. I never know what I'm going to do. I take my phone, obviously. I take my phone everywhere I go. So you never know where I might take a video or do something. But there's not a whole lot of pre-planning goes into anything I ever do. If you watch my channel at all, you'll go, okay, this woman's just winging it. And it's true. This woman does just wing it. Well, Reba can make sure no squirrels attack you. You'd be safe on the squirrel front. Oh, Lord, 19 degrees, that's a little chilly. Fish, hello and welcome. Ohio's not a lady, but he'll say hello anyway. He's a kind gentleman. Now, his little dog, Reba, she's a lady, and she's precious. Are you new here, Fish? Yes. Ohio, Reba is your squirrel patrol. You need to get her a little badge, a little collar with you. Put a badge on her little collar. Official Squirrel Patrol. Commander-in-Chief, something like that. Okay, so Max my dog, has the collar, and it's the one that you can push the button and it'll do a little noise, or you can push the button and it'll do a little, just a little like, or you can push the button and go, okay. That's the kind of collar thing that he has on, because he will dilly-dally out in the backyard and take his sweet time doing whatever it is he's doing. And I don't want to stand out there. And I have to stand out there because if I don't, Lord knows what might happen. Because he can clear the fence if he really wanted to. Okay, Joy. Well, thank you for bringing your friend along. So that's why he has to have that collar. Because I can just, honestly, you can just push the ding-ling-ling-ling noise and call his name and he'll come back. And if he's really stubborn, like if he's got the scent of something, you can push the one that just goes bop, 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 bop on him, and then that'll do that. Very, very, very rarely do you ever have to push the one that actually shocks him. But the whole point of me telling y'all this is because it's got this little green light, like that green, okay? That green right there. And it blinks all the time. Which is not, it doesn't bother me during the day. I don't even notice it during the day. But I get in the bed and he's down in the bed. He sleeps at the foot of the bed. And that thing blinks like that. Drives me nuts. So I have to sleep with one of them Zsa Zsa Gabor masks on my face. Oh, so anyway, what do y'all have for Thanksgiving dinner? We're still trying to figure it out for sure. But I'm thinking we're talking the good steak, not
You said Thanksgiving. You
not
meant
Thanksgiving, Christmas. Uh, and I really, really like lobster. Now, Mama don't like it. She don't like any of that stuff. See, Joy, I like it. A really good steak is really hard to beat. We were thinking prime rib because we used to always do prime rib, and we would do a prime rib that was the size of a very large child. Cost a fortune. But the truth of the matter is, we've slimmed down as far as the number of people who come to our home for Christmas, and the other thing is the prime rib has an awful lot of waste to it, and you're paying for the bone. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to pay for bone. Not at $16.99 a pound. I don't want to pay for bone.
Yeah, well, figure $6.99.
Yeah, you say that now, but I ain't seen no hide or hair
if
of
they
it.
do, I'll get us one.
Well, and it's not my favorite cut. My husband loves it, but I'd rather have a nice New York strip. That's just me. I do like the lobster on the grill is okay, but I'd rather have it let I can do the lobster and he can do the steak. And you know what? You can't hardly beat a really good baked potato. Well, hello, Gabrielle. How are you tonight? And welcome. I think that, and we had cheesecake and we had pumpkin pie. Oh, your other part of your pumpkin pie is still in the refrigerator.
I know.
Pumpkin pie, cheesecake. We had some. Oh, pecan pie for desserts for Thanksgiving. But I think for Christmas we're gonna have to slim down on that because we can't have all them leftovers. Starting off the new year and everything, because we're gonna have to go back on our carnivore, no sugar. Oh, see, I love informal. And quite honestly, I buy for my hams anymore. You can get them at Costco and Sam's. Once in a while, you get it at Walmart, but they're these. I don't remember what they're called, but it's a ham, but they're not only about that thick upwise, and they're about that big. But there's no waste, none whatsoever. There's no bone, there's no waste. They're super easy to carve and really limited time to cook. And they're delicious, absolutely delicious. And I love them. Love them. My husband loves them too. Well, Ohio, aren't you going to take anything? You can't show up empty handed. You got to take something. Even if it's just a little bag of hors d'oeuvres of some sort. But I bet your wife knows that. I bet your wife will show up with something. Now, does your daughter have children? I know I'm being very, very nosy. And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I just think that the holidays are better when you have younger people and children. Not that you're old, I'm not saying that. But it just adds a different layer to the joy of the holiday. Oh, very nice, very nice. Uh, we we're small. I mean, we have a small group. Okay, so we don't need like this giant table or anything like that because it's just us. And um, now I could feed probably 20 off of my uh Christmas dishes, but since it's just that it's just us, I don't mind. But if we got big, I'm thinking I'd be using me some paper plates. Oh, 13 and 6. Those are good ages. 13, they don't hate everybody just yet. And 6, they still have the awe of the holiday, the awe of Christmas, the awe of Santa Claus. 13, they're just kind of biding their time. But they still can have an innocence to them. We're trying to limit the amount of outside influence that our granddaughter has because you want to keep them young and innocent, so to speak, as you can for as long as you can, but still educating them about the world. Does that make any sense? I mean, that's just the way I think about it. This little bit of hair right here is about to drive me up the wall. Um, do y'all do Christmas photos? We do a Christmas photo shoot at Thanksgiving around then. And it's not really, it's not like it's not a show off, showy thing. It is simply to mark the passing of another year, and I want to have a picture of our whole family together as much as possible because, like I've said before, we all aren't going to live forever. And I think it's nice to be able to see the progression of our ages and I think that it too, like my daughter loves getting the pictures because, she doesn't get to see us very often. And then, of course, it will be something that my granddaughter will be able to look at when she's older. At some point this season, I'm going to start reading some Christmas books. I'm going to read them on here so that she can have them as she ages, and I want to get Mama to read, of course. Um, we got out. She wanted these little elves. They're little, about this big. So we got out the Frozen castle, and oh, she's been playing with them things. They fight too much. My children, hey, welcome back. My children don't really fight. They're 3 years apart, and one's a boy, one's a girl, and they don't see each other that often, to be quite honest. Um, but they get along all right. And when something dramatic happens in either one's life, they will call each other and chat. I don't ask any questions. V, good night, honey. You go to bed and you rest and you get yourself ready for the holidays. You're gonna have to be well. Yeah, I we don't have any relatives that live here. Our relatives all live in North Florida. And now my sister lives here and her husband, but she and I don't fight. Um, we don't always agree, but we don't fight. And sometimes we have holidays together, and sometimes we don't. They were in the Air Force, and so they were gone for many, 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 many years, and they're very much they don't have children, and they like doing things their way. So, and that's fine. I appreciate that. I like doing things my way. So sometimes we go out there to their house, and sometimes they'll come to our house, and sometimes we just each stay at our own house. Whatever. We're easy peasy people. You wonder why they. I mean, I'm sure they have their reasons why they don't get along and why they fight and this and that. And, I know that my daughter sometimes thinks things about my son, and my son sometimes thinks things about my daughter. And I think things about both of them. Um, but and they think things about me. But we're never ugly to each other. I don't think. Try not to be anyway. Oh, well, thank you. I don't know exactly what that means, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Do I have a bell? Nicole, do I have a bell? Nicole's my information person. I don't know squat without Nicole. She's far smarter than I am. She really is. Um, I've got to show y'all my nutcrackers sometime. Oh, we started the countdown. Did y'all, your oldest and your youngest, how many children do you have, Nicole? I just have my two. Advent count, where you just punch out the thing and get a little piece of chocolate out of it. Well, the baby was here December 1st, and she's not going to be back till tomorrow. So I told her, I said, well, you can get out you can get the pieces out till you come back. Well, she just thought that was just wonderful. But when she comes back, then she'll get the other pieces, and. But she's got these cute little old things that I think they're just precious. This one's very, isn't that cute? It's wrong, but it's cute. Um,
Let her change it tomorrow.
oh, she will. But and we've got these different kinds all over the house. So it's a little bit of a process to go change all of them. Oh, dear Dusty done knocked them little thingies out of there. But, she loves doing all that kind of stuff. And moving we've got one that's a magnet, and you move it and stuff like that. And then just a countdown. She likes that counting down to the holiday. And I think that's kind of sweet. I've got another nativity set that I've got to get out for her to play with. It's little wooden block nativity set. And so I want to get that out for her to play with, because she can set that up with her little village thing, because she's got these little houses. The little house about that big houses that she's got a little Christmas village. We had to paint snow because we don't got no snow. But all right, y'all, I have been yapping up a storm. Good Lord. Y'all have a blessed day. I will be back next oh, look at there comes Grumpy. You coming to get a snack? Would you check that freeze jar, please? See, I said please. But y'all have a fabulous week. I'll be back Tuesday. I don't know what the date will be. But come back. And sometimes I just pop on and say, hey, do something kind for somebody. Oh, okay. Well, then you have 6 children. That's a great responsibility, but sometimes a great blessing to have that many people in your life. And such a joy that you were able to give that gift to your sister, to be able to help with raising those other children. That's wonderful, Nicole. That is a true testament to you and your kindness, and your husband as well, because he had to have a little role in it too. Um, I appreciate you sharing that. Thank you. Um, but as you go throughout the course of getting ready for the holidays, don't stress yourself. Don't allow other people to dictate what you do for you or for your family. Um, Enjoy it, treasure it, document it, and allow yourself the time to just relax and reflect and absorb what you need out of a situation. Um, we can't all be all the time. That's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. Um, I understand that, Nicole. I understand that, and it's just a blessing that you were able to step in and do all
Mm.
that you have done. Um, we don't, we, you know, I have this thing about when I get to heaven, I've got a list I want to talk to God about. And that's kind of sort of the truth. But at the same time, we can't question and we just have to have blind faith, which is really, 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 really hard. Uh, Especially under certain circumstances, more so than others. Nicole knows what I'm speaking of because those are some things that I like a little more clarification on. Don't know that I'll ever get it, but those are the little inner struggles with um, my own self. So, Nicole, has that box got there yet? I need to check the tracking. Um, I will talk to you all soon. Be thankful and thank you, each and every one. I greatly appreciate you. I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.